My friend thinks my girlfriend is lying about her job, so I investigated.
We've got to find the truth.
I don't know what to think. The situation is that a buddy I've known for a few years who's dating another friend of mine has informed me that my girlfriend, who I've known for 8 months, is lying about her occupation.
Where's the proof?
Oh, I'll give you one guess as to what her real occupation is.
Lying. CIA. Undercover spy.
He is an EMT and she claims to be a nurse at a certain hospital in our city. EMT buddy swears up and down there's no way she works there. By the way, this comes from user Powerful Profession, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK storytime subreddit. So this is really shocking to me. She's in scrubs all of the time. I've picked her up from the hospital she claims to work at. She has medical books all over her apartment, etc., etc.
What?
EMT buddy and my girlfriend have only met once on a double date with my other friend. They did talk shop a little bit, and he's basing this accusation on that one conversation. He told me he would bet money that she had never stepped foot on the ward she claims to work in. For reference, she says she's a psych nurse at this prestigious hospital, and EMT buddy asked her which unit she worked on. Apparently, there are 2 at the hospital, East and West. He tested her by asking, do you work on North or South? And she said North, and that she referred to patients being violent as code gray. And that is not the terminology used at that hospital. There were more small technical details he claimed she got wrong, like their nurses' stations being open and not enclosed spaces, things like that.
Maybe she's just like a janitor or something at the hospital, you know? Like maybe she has a job where it's not involved with the medical stuff, but she's lying about that?
Maybe she's just like really non-confrontational. It's like she's got this EMT guy being like, yeah, do you work in the North or the South? And she's just like, I don't want to make him feel like not...
like stupid. Like, oh, this man doesn't understand that,
yeah,
you know.
so I'll just be like, the North unit. Yeah. North is the closest to West.
Yeah.
So
if you really think about it.
On one hand, why would she lie about being a nurse? But also, what does he gain from lying about her being a nurse? I don't know jack about the medical profession, to be frank. This whole thing makes me feel quasi. How do I even bring this up? Degenerate Scholar says you can easily look up her license status by Googling nursing license verification in your state and then simply entering her name. It will tell you what kind of license she has and how long she's been licensed in your state. If she doesn't hold one, you have a starting point for the conversation. Many people who work in healthcare facilities wear scrubs. It doesn't mean that they have any direct care responsibilities.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Also, she would be required to have a photo ID with her credentials listed on it. You can settle the question by asking to see her name badge. Not that platypus. This is exactly it. I'm looking up my nursing professors now, and I can find all of their licenses. Also, how has she said that she's gotten her nursing degree? Did she do a bachelor's program or an associate's? Like, you should be able to ask to see her degree, and she should have a copy. You could also ask to see her graduation pin. Nurses go through a pinning ceremony at the end of their time in school, and most people keep their pins. However, I feel like this is not really answering OP's question of like, how do I go about this?
Yeah.
Because you can't be like, hey, let me
can I
see that.
see your nursing degree pin?
Yeah. Let me.
Can I see it?
That was perfect.
That's what you ask.
I think she's lying to you because she sees prestige in being a nurse. Or should I say prestige? Nurses are considered the most trusted professionals in the US. You've definitely seen those sappy bumper stickers and memes about how nurses are angels. We all have. She will 100% try to tell you that the phone call today led to you not finding her because of privacy regulations. She may even say it's because of HIPAA. Ask to see her badge. Ask for her license number. If she tries to claim that she doesn't have these things, she's making excuses. Your badge literally taps you in the different hospital wings and elevators, and some places even let you use yours to tap into the charting system. OP says, she told me that she has a BSN. I can't find that she's licensed in our state. She's a liar.
So she's lying.
She do be lying.
She's lying. Why you always lying?
Why you always lying? Because of the prestige.
Yeah.
Edit to add more because I can't seem to shut up. I looked up some of my classmates on the state registry who are working as CNAs or MAs, and their license info isn't showing up. I wouldn't doubt that if you've picked her up from work and she does actually work there, she's a tech or something and was lying to seem prestigious.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she works there but just isn't a nurse.
Ooh.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like, oh, maybe she's a janitor, or maybe like it's something more technical or something.
Maybe she's
but,
like
she's just not a nurse.
Maybe she's actually like the hospital administrator.
Yeah.
She's like actually like the number one person there.
So she lied to make her seem self a little more approachable. She's like, yeah, I like run the hospital.
She's like, yeah, I'm in the psych ward. And the guy's like, yeah, what
her name's like, her name's like Miranda or something. And she's like, yeah, I'm Miranda Hospital.
I'm Miranda Hospital.
I didn't know how to tell you.
It's the family business.
Yeah.
It's the family business.
Yeah, hospital. That's my last name.
I'm a proud hospital. I'm a 7th generation hospital.
Yeah, I'm Miranda Nurse. I didn't know how to tell you.
Okay, OP says, in response to that, she's probably a tech or something else. Oh, she talks so much crap about techs. I think she would rather be than cop to being a tech. Not that platypus says, oh, what kind of medical books does she have in her house? Like Grey's Anatomy or Honan Focus on Adult Health Medical Surgical Nursing 2nd edition? Are they books to make her look fancy or books that she may have used in school? Medical books is pretty generic. Well, she has a bunch of them. I know she has a DSM and Physician's Desk reference. I reckon she reads them a lot because those are always on the coffee table. She has a whole bookshelf full of books about diseases and medications. Skittles and Whiskey 289 call when she's supposed to be working and ask for her.
That's what I'm saying.
If she works there, she'll answer and you can bring her food or coffee or something. If she doesn't, there's a communication error in your relationship that needs to be addressed. I wouldn't 100% be positive on your friend's knowledge due to the difference in their jobs/roles. OP says she's supposed to be working right now until 7. I'm gonna call. Thanks. I'm sorry, but it's so wild to me that they need that. Maybe they didn't need a Reddit post to get there.
Yeah, but I'm like,
but it does feel like it's like they're like, what do I do? It's like, call her.
My first thought was like, call the hospital. Go drop off lunch for her at the hospital. I don't know. Like these are. I don't even think you need to outright be like, you're lying to me.
Yeah, OP just like someone's lying to me. Like, how do I
do
go about this? Skittles and Whiskey. Be prepared to buy her that coffee if she's working. Haha. Wish you all the best. P.S. We want an update. OP says, well, I called and at first they thought I was asking about a patient and said they couldn't talk about them without their code. And I said, no, she works there. And the woman I spoke with said, no one with that name works there. I asked about the other unit and she told me she knows everyone who works in psych. I thought maybe she goes by a different name. So I started to describe her and the lady got upset and told me, I have to go.
Jeez.
I guess she thought I was effing with her. I don't know what to think. Wandering Round says, dang, that's going to be a hard conversation. Be prepared to get backlash and redirection. Stick to the point. She is lying. And for what reason? It sounds like the end of the relationship. Can you imagine what would have happened if there was a genuine medical emergency? A very scary thought.
Dude, yeah, you're on a plane and someone's like, I need a doctor. And you're like, well, my girlfriend's a nurse.
She's like, stop. No, I'm not. I'm not working right now.
She's like, I actually, I'm
sick.
I'm off the clock.
She's like, I actually don't do those type of things.
I need my books. I need my books. I need my reference materials. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so OP says, I don't understand why someone would go through so much effort to lie about being a nurse if she is lying about it. I'm going to hold off on any judgment until I talk to her in person and we have an update.
I mean, God forbid a girl have a hobby, you know? God forbid a girl manifest.
God forbid. It's like,
it's called manifestation.
She actually is at the hospital, but she's hiding.
Day. Yeah.
She shows up in scrubs and she just like is in like a janitorial closet or supply closet. And she's like, all right, come on. Today's the day. Today's the day. You're going to walk up to a patient and you're going to take their blood.
Yeah. She's like, this is how being a nurse works. You just walk in, you dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have. And I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to start doing it. And no one's going to question it because I'm dressed like a nurse.
Well, this chick is completely insane.
Ooh.
Mystery solved. She doesn't work at the nice hospital. She works at a not so nice hospital, and not as a nurse, but as a phlebotomy technician, whatever the F that is.
Wait. What is a phlebotomy? Because I'm thinking lobotomy, but obviously.
I think it's about your phlegm. Phlebotomy.
Someone look up phlebotomy.
Phlebotomy.
I'm assuming a bottomy.
One of my new words.
Bottomy must be like taking like something, like all right. Taking out something.
Phlebotomy is the process of drawing blood from a vein, typically using a needle and a collection tube for laboratory testing or in some cases for therapeutic purposes like removing excess red blood cells.
I was right.
I was also right.
I was right.
What did you say?
I was like, she was hiding in the closet being like, all right, You're just going to go up to your patient and you're just going to take their blood.
Take their blood. That's what she does.
And that's what
She's
she
just
actually
she
does.
literally just does blood work.
Oh my
So-
God.
Yeah, a phlebotomy technician, also known as a phlebotomist, is a healthcare professional trained to draw blood samples for various medical procedures.
Wow.
Okay, so she just draws blood.
just draws
She
blood.
just wanted to seem like she was cooler than she was.
So this is still, well, she's just not at the best hospital. She's
Yeah.
at the worst hospital.
yeah. And she was lying about it to seem cooler.
Okay. She failed out of nursing school and is seriously obsessed. She said she got a TBI her 3rd year into her bachelor's program and was unable to finish. What is a TBI?
That up.
To something infection. Tuberculosis booty infection.
No, I think
Traumatic
it's-
brain injuries.
Oh.
Wait, that's super relevant. She got a traumatic brain injury. That might have affected her
That
personality.
informs a lot.
I think that totally informs why she might be
Yeah.
lying about things.
Dang. Okay. She had a traumatic brain injury her 3rd year into her bachelor's program and was unable to finish. I may have forgiven all of that, but it's clear she has a tenuous, at best, grasp on reality and went on a bizarre rant about how she could be a doctor, how she saves lives and she's a genius and she knows more than anyone in the world when it comes to the medical field. She claimed she could perform surgery on people, that she had healing powers, that she's the greatest person in the world, on and on. Seriously unhinged type crap. I had to tap out because she was really scaring me. I've never been in such close proximity to someone having a mental breakdown. I wasn't supposed to see her until yesterday, and I ambushed her at her apartment. Finally, I just had to leave. I feel bad about confronting her. I probably shouldn't have left her alone at all after that. Update number 2. This is a really long story that I must condense for character limit. I hope the sense of it all remains intact. My ex-girlfriend deceived me for our entire relationship. She told me she was a very important charge nurse with a BSN and worked at a prestigious hospital in our area. Here, in reality, she is not a nurse at all, but a phlebotomy technician and not at a prestigious hospital either. She had a total breakdown when I confronted her about all of this and ended up getting put on an involuntary psych hold. I do not know how she did it, but she got herself released after only 2 days and is completely off the rails. She broke into my house. I came home from work the other day and she was in my shower. Not taking a shower, just chilling in there with my cat.
That's freaky.
Yeah, I was about to say, that actually sounds like the freakiest way you could be in someone's shower, unannounced. Oh, brother. Okay, that really effing freaked me out. She ran off before the cops came, and then they couldn't find her. She moved here a few months before we started dating, and I didn't know any of her family. After she broke into my house, I did some internet sleuthing and tracked down her parents and older brother. I was able to make contact with her mom because they have a landline with a listed number, and I told her the situation. I gave her all the information I knew about my ex. Her mom thanked me very much because apparently my ex went ghost on her family about a year ago. Her mom told me they would take care of it and just wanted her to come back home. Her brother called me very frantically shortly after I got off the phone with their mom, and I talked to him for a while. He said he was flying out first thing to hunt my ex down.
Wrong verb, my guy.
I've got to hunt her down.
Gotta hunt her down.
I gotta hunt down the ghost.
That was yesterday. I was satisfied and relieved with the response. And by the way, you can get all kinds of satisfaction and probably a healthy dose of relief by listening to full episodes with stories like this on Spotify and iHeartRadio and Apple Podcasts. Literally wherever you listen to podcasts, search OK Storytime, and there you will have 24 hours times 53. That's how much time you can spend listening to stories. Go do that.
Go
do
freaking
that.
do it, man.
What are we thinking? Like, do we approach this and are we just leaving it up to the family now? Like, are we getting involved to be like, hey, good luck? Like, just
yeah. I think right now this is a medical issue now.
Yeah.
It's no longer like let's have a conversation, let's talk this out. This is like she is undergoing kind of a medical problem and she needs professional help that you cannot provide, given the fact that, you know, you didn't know that she wasn't a nurse, you know, like,
right.
Like we've already had our moment where OP's already struggled in the past with trying to get this woman, you know, or trying to get information out of this woman. So I feel like we just need to give hand her off to her parents.
A nice little handoff, like a little shovel pass.
You've done your work. Whoosh. You've called them up. You've let them know what the deal is. At that point, I feel like it's just making sure that you're safe and that she's not going to break into your apartment anymore.
Yes.
But yeah,
I spoke to some friends today about this situation, and they think I did too much and shouldn't have involved her family because I don't know the dynamic. They could be abusive and got ghosted for good reason, my good friend said. Honestly, I didn't think about that at the time, and now I feel crappy.
Don't feel crappy.
Yeah, that's being like...
Why is your friend making you feel bad about trying to get this woman help?
Yeah, it's just a what ifism.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, what if she was an undercover spy and you just got blew her cover? It's like, okay, she broke in my house, dude.
Yeah, she literally broke in my house. Relevant comments from Quida Mitra. Is your cat okay? I don't want to freak you out any more than you already are, but you might consider a visit to the vet to make sure she didn't poison your cat or harm it in any way. OP says, thank you for your concern. He seems fine. My ex always loved him, and I never thought she was capable of hurting an animal, but then again, I never thought she'd lie to me for 8 months or break into my house. So yeah, I'll take him to the vet. Good looking out. Sam4891, the odds are her family knows best how to help her, and it's in her best interest they know. You have no knowledge of any abuse, so while it's possible, it's not on you. You made the best call you could with the information you had for both her and your safety. OP says her mom and brother seemed like decent people on the phone, but on the other hand, no one ghosts their entire family for a year for no reason. They said she ran off right at the beginning of 2018, and no one had heard from her since. Perpetual Window Pane says not the a-hole. It sounds like this girl needs far more help than you can give her. Based on your verbiage, you found out from their mother that she's been estranged from her family for over a year. That's not your responsibility to take strange hypotheticals and things into account before considering your own safety. If someone broke into my house and was handling my animals, I'd do whatever I could to ensure it wouldn't happen again.
Exactly.
OP says, my friends told me I should have let the police handle it, as that's their job. They think by doing what I did, I made the situation worse. If she turns out to not be on good terms with her own family.
We have no
What?
idea. That's so silly. You have no... I don't understand why this friend is making OP feel so bad about this situation. You don't know. Why are you coming up with these hypotheticals to make OP feel bad? Just ugh.
I just also don't understand the logic
It's
of
already
it's
been
like,
done.
well, you shouldn't have gotten her family involved. You just made everything worse. You should have had her arrested by the police for breaking and entering.
Yeah, you should have given her a criminal record instead of calling her family.
You're just going to make her situation worse by not throwing her in jail.
Yeah, that's
which will also
wild.
be temporary.
That is also a wild thing to say.
You may have made the situation worse, not just for her, but they are worried that she could retaliate against me for doing that. OP on how she broke in. I live in a pretty good area. I don't use the deadbolt. She either had a key to my place that I didn't know about, or she picked the lock somehow. So you don't even know how she broke in?
It's concerning.
That's the end of that story.
What? That's concerning. You should get some more locks on that door.